Okay. We are going to talk today about your relationship with your parents and grandparents. About the relationship of teenagers and the older generation, parents and grandparents. And I have a few questions to you. First question, do you ever argue with your parents? Do you have any problems with your parents?
Yes.
What kind of problem, Philip?
About my new boyfriend.
About your friends, I understand, yes?
No.
What else? What problems do you have with your parents?
They don't.
David, do you have any problems with your parents?
No.
Do you agree with everything with
Yes.
your mom?
Yes.
Great, fantastic.
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
do you have any problem with your parents? What kind of?
When I go to bathroom, they want to take a shower. When I want to take a shower, they go to the bathroom.
What do you have with your parents? What kind of argue do you have with your parents?
Yes.
Philip, tell me. What is your problem?
They don't give me enough money.
Okay. Do anyone else have similar problem? Ktoś jeszcze ma taki problem?
I have.
I have. Okay, the other thing. What do you need the money for? Na co potrzebujecie pieniędzy? Filip, uduszę. No. Usually, what do you need for your money for? Magda.
Computer
For
games.
shopping.
For shopping, what else?
For computer games.
For computer games, new clothes. Okay. And how do you solve this problem? Do you talk with your parents about? Jak rozwiązujecie ten problem?
I stole money from my grandpa.
Cicho. How do you solve this problem? Jak rozwiązujecie ten problem? Filip.
They give me that money.
Okay. There's the others. Maya. Do you talk with your parents about
talk
this?
with my parents,
Mhm.
and I say I need many money.
Clothes. Yes, for example. Okay.
My grandmother give me money.
Okay, grandmother give you money. That's,
Grandmother.
we will talk about the rules of grandparents.
When my mother don't give me money, I go to my grandmother.
Okay, so it's important rule of grandparents. Okay, fine. Shh. Kuba, what is your problem with your parents?
My parents don't accept my new girlfriend
Okay.
Veronica or
because her marks is not so good that they want to.
Okay, but for you it's important something else. Yes,
Yes.
not her remarks at school. Do you talk with your parents about this?
Yes,
Can you talk with
always.
your parents about this? Hmm?
Excuse me?
Can you talk with your parents about this?
Yes, I talk with them.
And what's the result?
I can meet my girlfriend.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, it was a problem. Idea.
Bartek, what is your problem?
I don't have any problem with my parents.
Okay. You don't argue about anything?
You have any parents?
About your marks at school?
Sometimes.
What about the others? Do you argue with your parents about your study, about your homework, about your marks? Do you have this problem or not? Karolina.
No, I don't have these problems.
Okay, Patrick.
Yes, I have this problem.
And what's your mother or your father say?
That I'm a piece of shit.
Patrick. What usually do your parents say about your study?
That this is not good for me.
Okay, that you're lazy. Yes,
Me
maybe.
too, lazy.
And what is your reaction? What is your reaction?
tata dzwoni.
Wyłącz, bo zaraz tata porozmawia. Do you try to talk with your parents? Do you try to What do you do usually?
I do nothing. I wait.
I'm taking my drugs.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think that your parents and teenagers, do they think in different ways? Do they have different opinions?
Yes.
For example, Kuba. For example.
Can you replace a question?
Na przykład, tak? Czy rodzice i wy się różnice w poglądach i na przykład na jaki temat?
About washing dishes.
Komu dzwonię do telefonu? Albo wyłącz to.
To jest fajna piosenka.
About washing dishes, what else?
About school.
About school, what else?
About playing on the computer.
Playing computer games, okay.
No, I know.
Fine. So another question. What do you do at home if we talk about housework? Do you do any housework at home?
I clean my room and house.
Okay, the others?
Wash dishes.
Okay, what else? Magda, what do you do at home?
I'm going out with my.
It is from the bodies.
I wish
I wash dishes, okay. Do you tidy your room?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
never.
Do you make your beds?
No.
Yes.
It's mainstream.
Do you empty the rubbish?
Yes.
David, what do you do at home about housework?
I don't do.
You don't do any?
Yes.
So, who is doing the housework in your house?
Mother.
Mother.
Don't. My black slaves.
So, do you think that it's fair?
Mother.
Do you think that it's fair that your mother is doing the housework? Is it fair?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
The plumber.
Don't you think that you should do some of the work? Do you think it's fair that you do some of the work? Yes, you tidy your room, you wash the dishes. You think it should be to share the work at home?
Never.
About who should share the work? Your parents, something should do your father,
Mother.
something your mother, and something
Mother.
children, you. Yes? Do you agree with this or not? You don't agree?
My housemate from Ukraine. I pay $4 on the month.
Okay. Let's talk about your grandparents. Yes? First question. Who of you live with grandparents?
Me sometimes.
Sometimes. The rest? How often do you visit your grandparents? If you don't live with your grandparents, how often do you visit them?
On weekend.
On weekend, okay, Magda?
2 or 3
Like out of the money.
Times?
times of
Telewoman.
A week or a month?
me.
A week. Patrick, what did you say? Say it again. When you visit your grandmother?
What? When I out of in the morning.
When you're out of the money. Okay, that's interesting.
No.
Carolina, how often do you visit your grandparents?
I visit 1 time in week.
Okay, Maya?
2 times in month.
Okay. David? Kuba? How often do you visit your grandparents?
Once a month.
Okay, fine. Do you think that you have good contact with your grandparents?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, what is your relationship about with your grandparents? You sometimes get money from your grandparents, yes? That we say?
Yes.
Okay, what else? Do you talk with your grandparents about your problems?
Yes.
What about, for example? Hmm?
When my parents are drunk.
Wycinamy to.
Congratulations.
What else?
Good job.
My grandparents gave me a ladder.
Hmm? Can you repeat it, please?
My grandparents gave me a ladder.
Co ci kupili?
Lagera.
Okay.
No.
What can you talk with your grandparents about? Kuba, do you talk with your grandparents about your girlfriend?
Never.
Never, okay. David, what do you talk about with your grandparents?
About school.
About the school, okay. Bartek, do you talk about your marks with your grandparents?
No, but about future, yes.
About the future, okay. Do your grandparents give you advice about your future? Czy dają ci jakieś rady?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Okay. If you have some conflict with your parents, do you talk about this with your grandparents?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
And does it help if you talk? Does it help? Yes? Sometimes, sometimes your grandparents talk with your parents to help you? Hmm?
Yes.
Okay.
Always. My grandparents are good.
Alright. So, do you think that the grandparents, they have important role in your family? Hmm? What do you think? Are they important for you or not?
Someone have to make dinner.
Maybe.
Yeah? Sometimes someone have to make a dinner. What else?
What's the point of sex?
What else? Hmm? Okay, another question.
Clothes are not clean by her own.
What else? Do you think that is good generally that grandparents take care of children, that they take the role of parents?
No.
Of course.
No, why Bartek no?
Because
I think the school is on fire.
role my parents.
It's the role of your parents, it should be the role of your parents. Okay. Do you think that grandparents have the right to have free time? Or should they stay with the family?
Of course not.
Why not, Patrick? They should stay only with family?
Yes.
Why?
What? Because I am hungry. Because they're stupid.
Patrick. Why? Don't they have right to have hobbies or friends?
You
What
don't
do you
have
think?
friends?
Because my slaves can escape, so I must watch them.
Patrick,
What?
it's not nice answer.
What?
Serious answer, please.
Everybody has slaves. No?
Okay, another question. Do you know that your grandparents have some hobbies? What do they like to do?
Oh.
Wiecie, co lubią robić dziadkowie w wolnym czasie w ogóle, czy nie wiecie?
Cooking for me.
It's not free time, something else.
My grandfather like to
Listen to music, okay?
cleaning my
Watching
room.
television. Huh? Going to sleep, okay?
Sleep all day.
What else?
Drinking. And when Hitler
Dancing.
but my grandfather
Thinking about past.
Thinking about the past, okay.
Your
So, what are the different, two last questions, listen to me. What are the differences between the life of your grandparents and your life? I mean your grandparents when they were
I
teenagers.
don't count the names.
Tak, czyli różnice pomiędzy życiem waszych dziadków, kiedy byli w waszym wieku i waszym. What are the differences? Kuba.
We don't have a Hitler.
We have many free time.
You have more free time, okay. What else?
They didn't have a computer.
They didn't have computers,
No,
that's important.
they have stands and lookers.
Okay. Please shut up. What else? What is the difference?
Communism.
Okay, it was another political system. It was
Freedom.
communist. You have more
Uncle
freedom.
Stalin też jest komunistą.
You have computers, you have internet, yes. What kind of toys did your grandparents have? Jakie zabawki?
Still have grenades?
Cards, what else?
Rubbish.
Carton box.
What else? What kind of toys?
Wooden
yes.
Wooden toys, okay.
Wooden clubs. Clubs.
What else?
Męż.
Matches.
Matches.
Carton box.
Okay.
Bob's from Salad Child Sugar.
Ja nie było strachu.
Alright.
W corner was.
What kind grandfathers. What can you learn from your grandparents?
Using a computer.
Grandparents can learn from you. Yes? Okay, so first,
Answer the
what?
question.
Okay. First the question, what you can learn from your grandparents?
Using computer.
Co wy od dziadków się uczycie? Co wy od dziadków się uczycie?
Reading about
History. What else? David. What can you learn from your grandmother?
Enigma code.
Don't do mistake.
Don't do mistakes, okay? What
Flying
else?
with Messerschmitt.
What else?
Breaking an army's wall.
What else? Kuba, what can you learn from your grandparents?
Sometimes
Jak się napisze, żeby się nie lubić.
Okay, a math, fine. What else?
How to take cocaine properly.
Andrzej, uduszę.
Słuchajcie, powiedz.
What else? Magda, what can you learn from your grandparents?
Nothing.
What can you learn from your grandparents? About the history, yes, they help you with homework sometimes, okay?
Sometimes.
What else? Something else? They experience not to do mistakes, tak? The most basic things. Okay, so what your grandparents can learn from you? Philip, you said it already.
I can learn my grandparents.
You can teach your grandparents.
My grandparents
Mhm.
learn me, yes,
From you,
from
yes?
me using computer.
Using computer. What else? Using computer for sure.
Sure.
What else? Patrick, the last chance for you to say something clever. What can your grandparents learn from you?
Riding a bike. No. Riding a car. No. Riding a no. Riding a no.
Maybe texting.
Sending a SMS.
Sending SMS, texting, using mobile phones. Okay, they have problems with this sometimes. Using internet, using computer. Something else? Do you sometimes recommend to your grandparents some interesting program on TV or interesting film or music do you like? Do you recommend to your grandparents sometimes something like this?
Yes.
Czy czasami polecacie dziadkom, co mogą sobie obejrzeć w telewizji, czy jakiś ciekawy film, żeście oglądali, czy wiecie, że z tym czytam? Sometimes. And what? Do they like the same things what you?
Yes.
Beer.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
And red too.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay. So, the last question for you. Do you think that living with big family, with your grandparents, with your parents, 3 generation, is a good thing or bad thing for you? Are there advantages or disadvantages? Wady i zalety dużej rodziny. Czy jest dobrze żyć w rodzinie takiej wielopokoleniowej z dziadkami, czy nie? Filip,
I don't know.
Magda,
He got only one.
what do you think?
I think
Mm?
big family is good
Mhm.
because is
Answer, woman.
I would never.
What do you want to say?
60 seconds.
because is
No.
Co też Magda powiedzieć?
jest przytulnie i że można z kimś porozmawiać.
Okay, it's cozy. You have someone to talk with, tak? To talk to. Okay, Kuba, what do you think? Is it important, is it good for you to live in big family with your grandparents? And parents and grandparents.
Jacob, you are drunk, go home.
Hmm? Is it good for you? Is it important or not? Okay. Patrick? What do you think about this?
I don't think. I know.
You don't know, what do
I
you
don't
think?
know what I know.
What do you think about?
I don't
Carolina?
I think it's good.
Alright, why?
Because you always have someone you never feel alone.
Alright, that's nice. Maya?
No, because they are weak.
Okay, they're arguing, okay. David?
I don't have opinion.
Why?
I don't have opinion.
Because
No.
Bartek?
I think that is good because my grandparents can help
No.
and help my parents.
Alright.
Macie coś?
Jest minuta, tak?
can you talk
Minuta.
in
Minuta.
English?
Kuba, teraz...
Question for
It's not good
Last
because
question.
house it's too much crowded.
Alright. Thank you very much for today. We end for this.
Yo.
You are free.
You're welcome.